Hey guys, Tyler here, and welcome to another Top 5 Most Amazing. Today, we're going to be discussing the top 5 most amazing strategies for a healthy relationship. But first, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Also, don't forget to check out my merch in the link below. We just got new tank tops and hoodies, so go check them out. Now starting at number 5, loyalty. Loyalty is when you are only dating the person you're with and not talking romantically to anyone else. To get loyalty, first, you need to control your impulses. So, don't let lust or your urges get in the way of the person you truly love. Always use your mind and think, am I doing the right thing? Second, you need to be realistic. You need to see if you truly value the relationship and if there's a future in the relationship. That may be hard to know if you're going to marry the person, but it's better to think about it than to just imagine everything. Okay? Yeah. Okay, and then last, you need to keep the connection alive. That is how most loyalty is broken. People get bored because that connection is slowly fading away. So in order to keep the connection alive and keep your relationship alive and the connection you have with that person, try to go on exciting dates like skydiving or meet the in-laws. That's always fun. Yeah. Or just try to have a new conversation every day. Coming in at number 4, courage. Without courage, very few relationships would exist. You need courage in order to even start a relationship, because if you don't have courage, how are you gonna build up the energy to talk to someone if you're nervous and scared and all of that? Exactly, you're not. So to build courage, you have to go for what you want in a respectable way. Start a conversation. You need this in order to even start a relationship. And that's where courage comes in, because you have to have the courage to go up to the person you like and start a conversation with them. Take a deep breath, walk up and ask them, "Yo, what's up? How are you? I'm Tyler." Yeah, see? Easy like that. The second, make a move. Now, I know make a move is different for everyone.
I heard that, you nasty. You nasty. You little nasty. Little nasty.
But in this way, I'm saying it's important because making move, in my opinion, is like asking them on a date. And if you want to ask them on a date, you need to have courage in order to be able to walk up and be like, hey Susie, want to go to the movies tonight?
No! God, please, no!
See? So just courage. And then if you do all the steps, you'll be on the way to being confident enough to say, I love you. Even if it's hard. Even if you've been dating for a year or something, some people just don't have enough courage to say, I love you. So if you try to build your courage by doing the other 2 steps and just believing in yourself, then you'll eventually be able to say, I love you. And most of all, be like the cowardly lion and find the courage and save your relationship.
Put 'em up! Put 'em up!
But, I guess the lion say Dawes, but you can save your relationship.
Hi.
Okay. Now on to number 3, honesty and trust. Honesty and trust go with each other because in order to have trust, you need to be honest. So to build this, first you have to know your boundaries and be honest about them. If you're not comfortable with kissing, let them know, and then you guys can work your way to become that level of confidence and stuff.
We're all in this together.
Always be honest and tell your date what you are and what you aren't comfortable with, so they're not trying to force you into anything and you're not trying to force them into anything. For the trust side, a lot of people can have problems with it, but you need to see your partner as a separate person. If you really like them, you'll have that trust in order to let them be their own person, hang out with whoever they want and hang out with, no matter what gender their friends are. And you need to trust them enough to let them meet your parents, because we all know how well meeting in-laws go. I mean, I don't, but maybe you do?
Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely.
And the last step to reach honesty/trust is being sincere about your reactions. Now, a lot of people think relationships are like, oh my gosh, it's so perfect, I love you so much, we're never gonna fight. But a healthy relationship has to have a few ups and downs, because you'll just never know what to expect. Like you'll always see them nice, and you'll never know like how to deal with any problems or anything. So in an argument, just be honest, let them know how you really feel about the situation, and try to suggest steps to like fix it and everything. Moving on to number 2, integrity. Integrity is having strong moral principles and being honest. This is key in a relationship, because if you don't have integrity, can the relationship even work? To accomplish this, you need to fulfill your promises. So if you promise your date something, just do it so they really know you care. And then if you break that promise, all that trust you talked about in number 3 goes away, and then your integrity goes away, because will people really know how to trust you if they can trust you? And last, keep a point, and then be comfortable with saying no. No is okay. Don't be afraid to say no. If your partner doesn't like you saying no, then get out of it. Because being able to say no in a relationship is a really strong value. Because it builds your self-esteem, it builds your integrity, and you don't always have to fake everything. And then last, keep appointments. So what I mean by appointments, like if you agree to meet their parents or go with them to like the doctors, a job, any of that, keep it. Don't change your mind, because again, that will just make you lose your integrity and people won't know if they can trust you. Finally, coming in at number 1, consent. Consent is without a doubt the most important strategy to keep a relationship. Make sure they're comfortable. If you're hugging or kissing them and they seem shaky or nervous, stop it right there and just ask them if they're okay with you doing that. And if not, that's totally fine. You can like talk to them about it and see what you guys can do in order to get to that level of comfortability and confidence. Number 2, know both your boundaries and their boundaries. It may sound dumb. Boundaries are a really important part in a good relationship. It helps keeps the relationship safe and comfortable. So if they know your boundary is like hand holding, then you don't always have to explain yourself when they lean in for a kiss and you lean back. Same with them. Like knowing their boundaries is really important, so that way you don't do too much of anything and then eventually ruin that relationship and trust you have built with them. And then number 3, come on. No, you may never believe it, but no means no. If you're about to have a sexual relationship and your partner says no, respect that. Don't force them to do whatever you want, because that's how Law and Order episodes happen. But just but respect their decision. If you don't, bad things could happen to the both of you, whether it's cops involved, the relationship breaks up. Just bad things can happen if you don't respect the no. So, respect it. So if you're in the middle of kissing or something and you try to go forward but they say no, respect it and then maybe ask them about why they're uncomfortable. And even if they don't answer, that's perfectly okay. Just just leave it up to them. They will know when they're ready. You don't have to know. It's up to that person. So just let them decide when they're ready and don't force anything. So thank you guys. That's the top 5 most amazing strategies for a healthy relationship. Now be sure to check my Instagram, Patreon, and Facebook in the link below. I'll be responding to DMs in my next video. So be sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week.